question is, when can we start practicing raganuga bhakti? We have to be free from anarthas. If you have to be free from anarthas, it's not a sadhana. Rupa Goswami describes Nectar Ocean in its sadhana bhakti chapter. There's two kinds of sadhana. In verse 1 through 270 describes Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. And verse 270 to 309 describes raganuga bhakti, and 309 is the end of the chapter of sadhana bhakti. So raganuga sadhana is part of sadhana bhakti. So what is sadhana bhakti? Sadhana bhakti is daily practices, hearing, chanting, remembering Krishna, worshiping, etc., which should eliminate our anarthas. The purpose of sadhana is to get free from anarthas. So raganuga bhakti is a faster way because it's based on attachment and taste and greed, lobha. So it's not, you can start, some people start new bhaktas or practice raganuga bhakti because they agreed to this, for this type of practice. There's a girl sitting right in front of me who's doing that. She's practicing rag bhakti very seriously, very deeply, because it's from last life, some scars or practice, who knows the origin, but the fact is like that. We see it plainly. There's a famous Russian devotee, Yuval Kishore. He was interested in bhakti, 20 years, whenever he came to Krishna bhakti. Yuval Kishore, Russian devotee. And I met him, he's a nice gentleman, nice devotee. And I said, how you went to ISKCON? No, I didn't have anything to do with ISKCON. I was interested in bhakti. I went on the net, and I found out about Radhakund and Nandadas Babaji. I flew to Delhi, I took a taxi from Delhi to Radhakund. I met Nandadas on the first day, and I started practicing raganuga bhakti. He bypassed all the usual routes. 10 years ISKCON, and drop out of ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, 10 years, drop out of Gaudiya Math. Go to Satyanarayan, 5 years Satyanarayan, drop out. Then go to Anantadas Babaji, and whatever, goes here and there. Keep dropping in, dropping out. Trying to find your feet, get your feet on the ground somewhere. No, you can start at any time. It's a sadhana. Sadhana begins when you start. But the difference between Vaidhi sadhana, the only difference between Vaidhi sadhana and raganuga sadhana is a motivating factor. What initiates you to start practice? Greed. I want to be a gopi. I want to serve Krishna's Leela like a gopi, for example, in Madhurya Rati. I want to read about all this stuff. Oh, you can't read. You're not advanced. You have to be pure devotee. Okay, sing your song somewhere else. I don't care about that. Get out of my way. I agree for this. It's greed. It's not greed for pornography. It's greed to hear about Radha and Krishna and meditate on their leelas and worship them. So what's wrong? That's all right. Everything's right about that. So that's start right away. You can start rag bhakti. You need some guidance. Someone to teach you how to probably go. But initially, you just read about your interest. You're interested? Read about your interest. Like when I first got involved with Radha and Krishna, when I first came to ISKCON, 74, 75, the thing that liked me most was the Krishna book, Braj Leela. I read all 3 Leelas, Mathura, Dwarka, but even before I joined, I was enamored and attracted by Radha and Krishna gopis, right from the very beginning. So I used to go through the books and look at the Nectar Devotion, had a great index in the back, very 120-page index in English version. So I look up gopis, Radharani, gopis, Vrindavan, and read all the passages. I didn't read the whole book. I didn't have an interest in the whole book. I finally read the book, gave classes on all the stuff. But in the beginning, when I was a new guy, I said, I want to know about gopis, I want to know about Radharani, I want to know Vrindavan, Krishna. I was crazy about it. One of the first books I wrote was Appreciating Vrindavan, because I went so crazy in Vrindavan. I looked at everything about Vrindavan. I had a notebook. I was reading the devotees come and visit me in Radha Damodar. I said, you should publish a book, all these good quotes you collected. Okay, I will. So I did. So that's greed. So my greed is going on for 48 years. 74, that's 48 years. Most people aren't 48. It's a year. I don't know if anybody's even 48 sitting in front of me. Oh, probably not. Yeah.
So
That's another question, or what?
no, that's still related. That means one can have intense greed even when one is still full of anatta.
I like to rephrase your statement. You said intense greed. This is not the definition, although this is what this kind of Gaudiya Mantra I say. If you have intense greed, you can practice raganuga bhakti. That's not the specific word in the commentary Nectar of Devotion by Jiva Goswami and Vishnu. They say yat kincha, K-I-N-C-H-A, yat kincha lobha. You have a kincha means a little bit. You have a little greed. You have a little interest, not intense. Intense greed, you're a prema. Radharani has intense greed to meet Krishna, hear about Krishna. That's a symptom of prema. She also has greed. It says little. I don't know. What do you want to do? I like running Krishna. You really? Okay, read about it. Okay, good. Wow, this is great. Vyaka Samanjali, Rara Siddhanidhi. Wow, this is cool stuff. A little, not don't even brainwash. Shake it, wake up, shake up. A little, because most people love eating. People have attraction with nice sari, nice kurta, you know. Don't underestimate the power of your attraction. It's a gift of God. Go for it. It's divine, it's transcendental, it's pure, it's satisfying, fulfilling,